Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kekis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugo, La Union or contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TJ Home Builders po.
TJ Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tjhomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So, meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TJ Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TJ Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ang ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check din mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasu-kasuan? Namimitik o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, ginhawa ay garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahig ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau!
Ito ang Biyernes Salamat. Ayan, it's all about being gratitude at pasasalamat. Siyempre, kahit patapos na ang araw na to or a week na to, Biyernes Salamat. Ipagpapasalamat natin ang mga bagay na nangyari sa atin. At siyempre, maraming salamat sa inyo mga nanonood at patuloy kaming sumasama sa inyo sa amin dito sa Tambalang Sipaw. Ako ang inyong Papa P, ang magpapainit at magpapasaya, dulot ay good vibes.
Naman, partner. And syempre, Shaki, kay kakulitan, kakwentuhan nyo sa bahay ng nyong agahan. So, mga Car-Rangers, hindi lang nagtatapos ang linggo, pero nagtatapos na rin ang month of July. So, what have you done so far, mga Car-Rangers? Meron ba tayong mga pasasalamatan at binigyan ng salamat ngayong buwan na to?
At ngayong araw na to, Biyernes Salamat, talagang saktong-sakto ang ating mga guests na talagang pag-aabangan ng ating mga Rangers. At ito, ang sa ating barangayan, it's all about, syempre, maraming salamat sa serbisyo na ginawa ng isang barangay. Lalo na, itong barangay na to, talagang maraming puntahan ng turista at mga tao.
Yeah, nga, partner. And aside from that, we have two more guests. One guest will give us a quick overview naman and pasasalapatan natin sa education niya for naman ear, nose, and throat diseases and paano natin maiiwasan yan.
At dagdag pa dito, syempre, kasama natin, lagi natin pinapasalamatan dahil sa kanyang mga kaalaman sa legal na usapin, ang ating energetic na si Attorney Elenita. Mamaya, makakasama ulit natin kasi Biyernes Salamat! At please, huwag pa kayong bibitaw dahil marami pa tayong pag-uusapan at tatatatin namin kayo ng inspiring stories at balita ngayong Biyernes. Kahit patapos na ang week na to. At hinahamon tayo ng panahon.
Kaya nga, biglang umaraw, hindi umaraw, pero mga Car-Rangers, it's always great. We're always grateful kasi meron tayong mga ganitong tao na nakapalibot sa atin in order for us to fight lang, laban lang tayo.
Yes, tama naman. At syempre, ito ang Tambalang Sipaw ng Morning Balitaktakan. Nagbabalik ang Tambalang Sipaw. Ayan na, syempre ngayon, it's all about salamat ang pag-uusapan natin. Ikaw naman, partner, ano ang mga bagay ang mga tao, ang mga pangyayari na gusto mong pasalamatan?
Pangyayari talaga,
Oh.
partner. Well, I'm always grateful for the pain,
Mhm.
partner, kasi that
Yes.
allows us to grow, and yung pain na yon, dadalhin mo siya bilang learning.
Tama.
And to really fight harder, mga car rangers. Ikaw,
Yes.
partner.
Ako naman lagi kong sinasabi, wala ako dito, o wala akong nakuhang tagumpay, o mga achievements or accomplishment kung wala ang aking mga mentor, yung mga taong tumulong sa akin. At syempre ngayon, na bago kong chapter ng buhay ko dito sa media productions, malaking tulong ang mga tao na behind or likod nito.
Oo.
Malaking pasasalamat. Syempre, hindi ka mabubuo o hindi ka makukuha ang iyong tayog ng iyong tagumpay
Yes.
kung walang mga hagdan na tumutulong sa iyo.
Tumpak, partner.
Oo.
O, di ba?
Yes.
O, di ba? Sabi mo nga, success is not lateral, mga
Yes.
car rangers. And on that ups and downs, meron kang tao, experience, pangyayari,
Tama.
bagay, hayop. Wow! Napapasalamatan nga naman.
Syempre, bati naman tayo
Oo,
ngayon.
ay.
At syempre, nandyan pa rin ang ating mga Hong Kong Rangers.
Yes.
Na kahapon talagang patuloy pa rin sa buong week kahit binabagyo tayo, at patuloy pa rin sa nanonood. Mga Hong Kong Rangers, ang ating Brenda Tulyok Baldoza, at syempre ang ating Merly Agbayani Season, and Billy Joe. And happy birthday po bukas kay Lola Mama ng Bicol. Mama
Wow
Lito, hello po sa inyo.
naman.
At syempre sa aking Lola Lourdes sa Tulyok, maraming salamat dahil alam mo, umaga pa lang, alas 7 pa lang gising na.
Kaya
Nakabantay
nga,
na sa TV.
TV.
Ayan. At syempre, Delia Tulyok, hello po. And Guding Tulyok, hello po sa inyo sa Manawag, Pangasinan.
Kaya nga, dami yan, partner. And syempre, hindi ko na rin kakalimutan pasalamatan yung mga car rangers natin that are watching us all over from Abra-Apayao, Ilocos
Yes.
Sur, Ilocos Norte, within the Tiered
Whoa.
Pass Network Region 1, 2, and 3. Of course, here locally via the Mountain View Channel. Maraming
Yes.
salamat sa pagtutok sa amin.
At good morning din sa inyo sa ating mga Hong Kong, our Hong Kong na
Oo.
naman. No? Lahat Hong Kong, South Korea, marami pa tayong
Yes.
lugar na nanonood sa atin. At ito, maraming salamat din sa ating mga RNG Luzon babies. Kanila Ana Marinas, good morning RNG Luzon. At Tambalang Sipaw. And
Good
also,
morning.
Mary Joy Alvarez. Hello po.
Yan, maraming salamat sa mga car rangers natin and mga car rangers
Yes.
dito naman locally sa Baguio City. We just wanted to give you a quick
Yes, yes,
overview
yes.
lang sa ating vaccination schedules that would be starting from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ayan,
Diba?
at syempre, for our update patungkol nga rito, talagang marami ang dapat nating pag-usapan. Ito ang first dose natin, our first dose scheduled with stub ay ang nasa senior citizen, A2, person with comorbidities, or A3 from all barangays, having 1,500 doses only.
Alright. Mga car rangers, please do not forget to have yourself
Yes.
registered sa bakuna.baguio.gov.ph kasi of your QR code, very, very vital in our aid para sa ating vaccination
Yes.
naman.
For requirements naman ngayon, talagang tadtad, no? A1 to A5. Ayan, A1, required natin dito is for our health care workers, isang ID, government ID. For our immediate family members of living with the same house in Baguio City, either one is valid government ID and barangay certification. Also, for our overseas naman, parehas lang din, pero kailangan pa rin ng copy of your overseas employment certificate.
Naman, partner. And syempre, for our dual citizen or senior citizen, huwag kakalimutan ng senior citizen ID or any ID showing proof that you are 60 years old and
Yes.
above.
A3 naman, person with comorbidities, kailangan pa rin either med-cert at ating medicine prescription for the last 6 months.
Naman, our frontliners, don't forget your issued ID, government issued ID, any of the following health certificate, valid company ID, copy of existing contract, other proof of employment.
And
as well.
lastly, A5 for our requirement ay ito, certificate of indigency from City Social Welfare Development Office at our 4-piece ID. Ayan, for
Yes.
requirement A1 to A5. And please visit our PIO naman
Yes.
ng ating city government ng Baguio, ay nandoon ang ating mga requirements. Nakapost po doon.
Yes.
And syempre, update naman po tayo sa ating pagkapanalo ng
Wow!
Olympics. Wow! Pagkapanalo, syempre, a journey. Hindi lang ang ating Heidelin Diaz
Oo.
ang makakatanggap ng medalya dito sa Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Ito pa,
Wow!
nakabilang pa rin si Yumir Marshall. One win away sa isang panalo pa niya, makakatanggap na siya ng isang medalya.
Grabe, napakalaking pasasalamat namin
Yes.
dito sa ating mga atleta for bringing on your A game and
Oo.
making sure that mababandila natin ang watawat ng Pilipinas sa Olympics.
Yes, securing another Olympic medal
Wow.
for the Philippines as he made quick work for Younes Nimochi of Algeria to advance sa men's middleweight quarterfinals ng boxing category naman.
Wow naman, 'di ba? And at least 'di ba nabanggit din kahapon na nagiging wide
Yes.
yung variety ng sports sa Olympics. Kaya yung mga car engineers natin diyan, don't lose hope. Malay mo yung sports na sinalihan mo ngayon
Yes.
maging parte din ng Olympics.
Ayan, at syempre, bibigyan na natin sila ng marami pang update. Ito pa, update ng ating Morning Balitaktakan News Correspondent. Marami pa yan, di ba, partner?
Kaya nga, partner, we actually have with us Irish Kawili and bibigyan niya tayo ng good news about sa pagbibigay ng pinansyal na tulong sa mga OFW sa Santo Tomas, Pangasinan. Irish?
Yes, Shekinah, nakatanggap ng tulong pinansyal ang 25 displaced OFWs sa bayan ng Santo Tomas, Pangasinan. Nagkakahalaga ito ng 5,000 piso bawat benepisyaryo. Ipinamahagi ito ng pamahalaang panlalawigan ng Pangasinan. Inilunsad ng lalawigan ang tulong pangkabuhayan sa OFW Project, isang sangay ng Abig Pangasinan Program. Naglalayon itong matulungan ang mga displaced OFWs na makapagsimula ng maliit na negosyo mula sa perang ibinigay sa kanila. Umaasa naman ang pamahalaan na mapapalago nila ito at makatutulong sa pang-araw-araw na gastusin ng mga benepisyaryo. Irish Kawile para sa Morning Balitaktakan.
Ayan, maraming salamat Irish Kawili
Yes.
para sa ating news na yan na napaka-good vibes, di ba,
Kaya
partner?
nga, binabayuman sila ng ulan dyan, nagbibigay pa rin sila ng balita. Kaya maraming salamat sa ating mga correspondents.
Yes, at syempre ngayon, talagang ituloy-tuloy na natin ang momentum natin ng pasasalamat.
Yes!
Dahil ngayong baranggayan, makakausap natin ang ating isa sa mga,
Wow!
alam mo yun, kabataan talaga, no?
Naman.
Na nagbibigay serbisyo para sa ating bayan, lalo na ngayong pandemya.
Yes, partner. And this is also one of the busiest attractions
Yes.
or roads or barangay rather na papakinggan natin ngayong umaga.
Yes, at syempre, ito na po ang ating si Ma'am Janeline Generalo ng ating Barangay Ligarda, Burnham, Quezada. Good morning!
Good morning po.
Ayan, at syempre, maraming salamat dahil syempre kahit bugso at pabago-bagong panahon, nandito bumisita sa ating
Kaya
studio
nga.
si Ma'am
Janeline.
Janeline. Ma'am Janeline, kamusta po ang barangay ng ating Ligarda, Burnham, Quezada ngayong pandemya at hinaharap natin ang bagsik at pabago-bagong panahon?
Sa ngayon po, sa nakikita po natin, di ba, during nung pandemic last year, very tahimik, pero syempre, meron pa rin yung mga nakikita nating mga insidente, kasi normally, since nabanggit na rin kanina na isa sa tourist attraction and normally dinadagsa ng mga tao kahit na during pandemic, 'di ba, meron pa rin at meron na tumataas. Tsaka during this weather na umuulan, so yun, normal pa rin na parang walang nangyari. Ang nangyari lang is nag-lessen talaga yung pumupunta. So,
Tama naman.
Kaya
at dagdag pa dito, Ma'am Janeline, syempre, for the past weeks or syempre nagkaroon ng malakas na bagyo, ulan at hangin. At hindi pa to bagyo, habagat pa lang
habagat
ito.
pa lang.
Ano pa maginawa natin with collaboration or BCPO sa pagmomonitor ng lugar natin sa barangay?
sa ngayon po, syempre, coming from our barangay captain, hindi rin po nila pinapalabas totally yung mga kabataan or most especially yung mga mas bata pa sa youth. And kung hindi naman na siya talaga essential na lumabas, so dun lang, pasok lang sa bahay lang talaga. Parang same din lang nung pandemic.
Lastly na pala, nakita ko isang post ng BCPO na talagang andun sila rumoronda sa mga, syempre, mga natumbang puno. Andun pa rin po at with collaboration with barangay, tama po ba?
Yes po. So normally po ang ating barangay officials is always naman pong nagmo-monitor, most especially po kapag ganito pong weather. Mas lalo po yung mga nakakatanda po sa ating mga barangay officials. Normally sila po talaga yung pinapaikot ni CAP or yung talagang kaya naman na lumabas at saka kaya mag-monitor around the barangay.
Naman. And Ma'am Jeneline, nabanggit kasi natin that yung barangay natin is one of the busiest talaga pagdating sa tourism attraction. Paano naman yung response natin during COVID-19 na at least nag-lessen siya? Paano natin naging na-enhance yung safety ng ating mga constituents?
Ayun. Regarding po dun sa pandemic, normally at first, syempre, lahat tayo nasa loob nung time na yun. And so, lahat po tayo nagkaroon ng problema sa mga pangangailangan natin. So, in the first place, lahat po kami rin parang na-freeze din po yung mga budget namin nung time na yun. Or normally, wala pa pong na-approve na budget. So, at first, nag-ask na lang kami kung ano yung meron sa barangay or nasa office. So, since nung time na yun, ang kailangan natin is alcohol. So, yung first na parang naging move ko ng time na yun, since ang rami rin naming supplies ng alcohol nun, nag-ikot kami ng mga youth. So, habang nag-ikot ko sino yung walang alcohol, kasi normally, di ba, sa ating mga Filipino, hindi naman talaga tayo yung pala alcohol. Yun. Pero nung time na yun, so yun yung pinaka-first move namin. Tapos nung second time is, yung usual na nakita is nagkaroon ng wave ng, since bumaba yung presyo ng gulay, so dun, nagkaroon din ng mga sponsor. Yun, nag-ask din kami sa mga constituent kung sino yung willing na magbigay for us to give to our constituent din. So, yun.
Wow. At nabanggit nga ng ating SK ng Barangay Ligarda Burnham Quisad yung gulay na kung saan ang galing, no? It's a Project Gulay Gabay para sa ating mga kabataan at barangay. And paano po ito? Sino ang mga nag-donate? Galing po ba ito sa mga farmers also?
Yung iba po is galing din sa mga farmers from La Trinidad, pero meron din po yung galing din po sa mga constituent natin. Normally po kasi ng time na yun, syempre, meron na pong nag-start nun. At actually, yung first na nag-start nun is yung sa SK ng Bahakeng Norte. Yun. So, in that case, we just try to, adapt. During that time, yun nga, so sobrang mura ng gulay. So yun na lang yung pinaka the best na parang bilhin kesa naman yung in-can, 'di ba? So gulay mas nutritious.
Yes, ayan, tama nga. At dagdag pa dito, nabanggit ni Ma'am Jeneline ang syempre adaptation ng ating mga projects. Sa inyo as a Sangguniang Kabataan, paano po kayo nagko-collaborate at nagtutulungan? Meron po ba tayong way para magtulungan sa mga projects na to? At syempre, mahikayat din, ma-inspire tayo sa iba't ibang mga proyekto ng iba't ibang barangay?
Yes po. Ayun po, regarding po doon, at first parang nangyari nga nung time na yun, yung kanina nabanggit ko, from a certain barangay, nakita natin yung maganda namang effect doon sa kanilang constituent. So why not adapt it? And also, normally we have once a month na meeting with our SK chairmans around Baguio City. So yun, we're so very thankful din kasi yung SK president din namin is nandyan to support us and to give us more activities na pwede naming magawa. Yun. So, in that case, yun dun na namin siya na-adapt and why not try? Baka nga dun, ma-encourage pa natin yung mga youth.
Kaya nga, yung pagtutulungan kasi from, yun nga, let me echo yung sinabi ni ma'am na yung inadapt nila yung nagawa ng ibang barangay. And kaya naman natin gawin yan mga ka-Rangers. And Ma'am Jeneline, I just wanted to ask kasi some of the activities are actually in line with other barangays. Yung for youth naman is yung terrorista and anti-drug campaign nyo. So, anong advantage nito for our youth to be educated in this kind of matter?
Actually, regarding that, very helpful siya. Kasi number one, mas lalo dito sa barangay namin. Kasi number one na parang meet up place or normally na nangyayari kapag may mga drug raid is dito sa Burnham. So, hindi naman namin sila constituent, pero for our constituent to know na habang bata pa sila or habang nandun, meron na silang pag-iisip na ano dapat yung tama sa mali. So, we usually conduct yung mga trainings or seminars and in collaboration po with our BCPO or PIDEA na rin when it comes to those kind of trainings and seminar.
Yes, nabanggit nga ni Ma'am Jeneline na talagang magandang platform doon na nasasabi natin na yung syempre hindi natin matatanggal na yung mga park talagang meetang place ng mga drugs raid natin at talagang maayos at ginagawan ng paraan ng ating barangay officials at syempre ang ating Sangguniang Kabataan ng mga ganitong mga proyekto.
Oo nga. And also ma'am, what are the future activities that we have installed for Linggo ng Kabataan?
Yes. Yun po, regarding po Linggo ng Kabataan, we have different activities pero sa ngayon po I'm still I'm still talking with my council po. So normally kasi dito sa Burnham Legarda super limited ng youth sobra. So whenever po na nagkakaroon kami ng trainings or seminars, we usually talagang pinipilit na lang din namin. Pero during their free time na rin po. And on that case po sa ngayon po, meron pa rin silang ina-ask. And so, regarding din po dun sa Linggo ng Kabataan, meron po tayong magiging activity na number one po, meron na rin po si poster making, normally. And since our theme is all about food, so magkakaroon po ng food challenge or it's either mga luto-luto rin po.
Wow naman. And Ma'am Jeneline, nasabi mo na rin that we have a few numbers of youth within this barangay. Ms. Jeneline, how would you like to encourage our youth to be part of your council?
Normally kasi we usually have our yung during our trainings or seminars, doon pinapakita natin yung ibang programs or upcoming activities din. So in that case, makikita ko rin po kung sino yung mga talagang parang nagugustuhan yung upcoming activities and then yung mga hindi talaga nagkakaroon ng appreciation dun sa ibang activities ay normally in-ask ko sila, ano ba yung gusto mo? Ano yung sa tingin nyo na pwede pa natin gawin?
Yes.
So yun.
At tama naman, iyan na Ma'am Jeneline. Pero ngayon, let's go sa isang malalim na diskusyon sa issue na to na kung saan malapit ng eleksyon sa pagpili ng tama at totoo na public servant natin sa bayan. Paano ka tumindig? At paano mo hihikayatin ang ating mga kabataan na tumindig para sa pagbabago ng ating bayan?
So, at first, 'di ba, nakita naman na nila yung nangyayari ngayon. So, para sa akin, para sa mga kabataan natin, ito na yung time para makita nyo kung ano ba talaga yung pangangailangan ng ating bansa, ng ating lugar din. Yun. So, pwede natin siyang pwede nating gawin to through online din or through times na kapag nag-iikot. So, yun. Normally, kapag kasama ko rin kasi yung ibang barangay officials, nakikisama rin akong umikot, yun. Tapos, in that case, nakikita ko rin kung ano yung sa tingin ko na pwede nating maitulong. And yun, makikipag-usap na lang and during that time, dun mo na makikita na, meron pa rin naman silang kagustuhan na makatulong sa ating bayan, pero in a different way. Pero gusto ko rin naman maipakita na paano kapag nandito ka sa posisyon na to.
That's very honest and truthful, Miss Janeline. Thank you so much for that. And syempre, sino naman yung gusto nating mapasalamatan at impitahin na rin?
Gusto ko lang pasalamatan syempre yung pamilya ko and most especially yung support ng Barangay Council dito sa ating lugar. And normally our officials from the city and yun yung mga co-SKs ko rin na sana let us not na stop from our dream na makatulong and for us to continue what are the plans na yung time na tumatakbo tayo I mean nung time na nagpaplano tayong tumakbo and during this time na nandito tayo sa posisyon na to.
Tumpak. Wow. That's a very talagang kailangan talaga natin mapakinggan yang mga message at side ng ating public servant.
Napaka-powerful naman nung mga binatawan mong statement, Ms. Janeline. Kaya maraming salamat po and ingat po kayo.
Have a great day.
Salamat din.
Yes. Wow, isang barangay na naman natin ang natapos.
Kaya nga, partner. Nakakatuwa lang kasi tama nga naman in order for you to be grateful, isimulan mo yun sa sarili mo. Kasi sabi niya nga, di ba, sinimulan mo yung perception, binuo mo yung idea mo na tumakbo. Why stop there, di ba? So, ituloy mo siya para maging yung vision mo of doing that, sa pagtakbo mo pa lang, makita mo naman siya.
Tama naman yon. Kung may gusto ka, kailangan mong committed ka doon at huwag kang susuko.
Sana
yung hindi ka dapat madaling bumitaw kahit humugot na naman pala ako. Ayan,
sana all committed partner, no? Anyways, mga Car Rangers, hindi pa natatapos yan. We have more for this day, kaya tutok lang dito sa Tambalang Sipaw ng Morning Balitaktakan.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa POW!
Nagbabalik ang Morning Balitaktakan. Pasadahan naman natin naman nagbabagang balita ngayong umaga. Ito ang Morning Balita. Resulta ng investigasyon sa pagragasan ng baha at putik sa La Trinidad, inilabas na. Pamahalang lokal, desididong magsampa ng kaso laban sa developer. Narito ang balita ni Charles Nico Limon.
Unti-unti nang nakakahinga ng maluwag ang mga binahang residente ng Kilometer 4 La Trinidad, Benguet. Sa investigasyon ng Environmental Management Bureau, pamalang lokal ng La Trinidad, Benguet at Office of Civil Defense Cordillera, natuklasan nilang sa bundok na ito sa Cogcoga area nagmula ang putik at tubig.
I had a dialogue with the local government, with Mayor Santa of La Trinidad, together with representatives from Environmental and Management Bureau and the representative from the Mines and Geosciences Bureau. So based on the report nung engineering office ng La Trinidad, there are 2 subdivisions being developed in that particular area. And because of this development, we found out na isa dito were not issued, walang environmental ACC in compliance certificate. So titingnan ito, and I think the province or the sangguniang bayan of La Trinidad will be filing appropriate case. Kasi ngayon lang nangyari ito.
Aabot sa 11 mga bahay ang naapektuhan. Ang ilan ay partially damaged. Agad naman daw silang naabutan ng tulong ng munisipyo. Ayon kay Mayor Romeo Salda, maghahain na sila ng cease and desist order sa dinedevelop na subdivision upang maiwasan na ang karagdagang pinsala. Nadiskubre rin kasing walang development permit at environmental compliance certificate ang developer kaya sasampahan nila ito ng kaso.
Kung tapos na yung mga final report nila, then doon namin ibibis yung case kung ano yung file namin. Siguro environmental case siguro. Yun po yung kwan sa Apollo Cogcoga, yung Pines, kasi ang may-ari nung kwan, may-ari nung lupa is Pines City Doctors Hospital. As of now, wala po ang kwan kasi hinihintay namin kung pupunta sila dito sa munisipyo, but we'll be having the final report and we'll be giving them the report of yung engineering natin, yung zoning natin, at saka yung report ng DNR, EMB, at MGB.
Ang malala pa dito, may nadiskubreng sinkhole sa nasabing subdivision, kaya dapat ay no-build zone ang lugar. Tiniyak naman ng Civil Defense Cordillera na aalalay sila sa anumang aksyon ng La Trinidad.
Because of this. And then, meron silang discovered dito na sinkhole, na pina-check ko rin the MGB. Kasi pag may sinkhole, hindi ka pwedeng mag-build yan. It should be considered as a no-build zone. So, I'm just waiting for their the report or the formal report, yung assessment na ginawa nila. And we'll be helping the local government of La Trinidad in pursuing, not pursuing the case, pero solusyonan ito. Pag-usapan, solusyonan. And the solution should be immediate.
Sa ngayon, inaantay na lang ang resulta ng investigasyon ng DNR, MGB at EMB para maisapinal na ang kabuuang resulta ng investigasyon. Wala pang tugon ang developer at may-ari ng lupa sa pamalang lokal tungkol sa issue.
Isang barangay sa Calasiao, Pangasinan na lubog sa baha. Narito ang ronda ni Irish Kawile.
Lubog sa baha ang maraming bahay sa barangay Talipao, Calasiao, Pangasinan. Sa halos paulit-ulit na senaryo kada taon sa buhay ng residenteng si Erica, mababa na raw kung tutuusin ang gabewang na baha sa kanila ngayon.
Minsan abot sa lampas tao, minsan sa bewang ganun.
Mapalad daw ang pamilya niya dahil may pangalawang palapag ang kanilang bahay.
Pero kami yung mababa dito papasok kasi. Pumupunta kami sa taas. May second floor kasi yung bahay.
Sa tuwing aapaw kasi ang katabi nilang ilog, unang tinatamaan ang kabahayan sa kanilang lugar.
Yung ilog, kasi likod lang namin yung ilog. Pababa, yun na may tubig na doon. Tapos may papasok pa sa amin. Yun yung mataas din.
Ayon kay Erica, tanging bangka ang transportasyon sa kanilang lugar tuwing may bagyo. Kahit sanay na, hindi pa rin maiiwasan ang pangamba nila lalo na't kaligtasan ng kanilang buhay ang nakataya.
Yun yung mahirap kumuha ng pagkain. Magtatawag ka pa ng bangka.
Samantala, ilang residenteng lubog sa gadibdib na baha ang inabutan ng relief goods ng PNP Calasiao. Gamit ang bangka, isa-isang inabot sa mga kabahayan ang tulong. Parte ito ng kanilang barangayanihan. Layunin nito na maibsan ang problema na dulot ng pandemya at maipadama ang malasakit sa isa't isa. Sa kasalukuyan, bumababa na ang tubig sa ilang bahagi ng barangay. Umaasa naman ang mga residente na tuluyan ng bubuti ang panahon sa mga susunod na araw.
Grupo sa likod ng viral ad campaign ng 13, halina't kilalanin sa kwentong ibibida ni Carla de Guzman.
Bigla na lang daw tumigil ang tren sa may bandang tulay ng Guadalupe. At nakita na lang ng service crew na ganito. Nagkalat ang dugo, walang mga bangkay. At sandamukal na missing persons reports.
Tabi-tabi po.
Kumusta ka na, Munting 13?
Magandang gabi, Nuno.
Supernatural crime comics na hango sa Filipino folklore, yan ang 13. Ito rin ang kauna-unahang Filipino comic anime adaptation ng Netflix na hango sa 13 comics ni Budget Tan at Kadjo Baldissimo. Para maakit ang atensyon ng mga Pilipino na panoorin ito, isang kakaibang advertisement campaign ang ginawa.
Kagabi maayos pa ito. Bakit ito ganito ngayon? Ginagot ang mga to. Patay kayo sa neck. Sana habulin nyo. Binabo niyo si Liza, sinira pa.
Sa likod ng kakaibang ad campaign na ito, Gigil. Isang advertisement and ideas company na itinatag ni Badong at Herbert na nakabase sa Maynila.
It's a uniquely Filipino word. If you look at the dictionary, there's no English translation of Gigil, and that's the beauty of it. It's a name that every Filipino can own. It's a name and hopefully be proud of.
Kanilang manifesto ay ang pagiging Pilipino, totoo at matapang.
You want to offer something really fresh always, something that hindi pa nagagawa, and something that will trigger that emotion sa'yo, whether bad or good, whether you like it or not, just trigger that emotion. But more importantly, we want to make sure that it actually helps the client's business. So it actually helps the objective.
Kabilang sa grupong Gigil ay ang Baguio boy na si John Raymond Bumanglag. Graduate sa kursong Fine Arts sa University of Santo Tomas at kasalukuyang Senior Art Director sa Gigil. Isa sa kanyang personal na proyekto ay ang #BloomBaguio. Hango sa Old Baguio feels ang kanyang mga ilustrasyon. Sa 13, bumuhit rin siya ng countdown, tampok ang mga karakter nito. Bukod sa pandemya, lockdown, quarantine, ulan at bagyo, hamon sa paggawa ng epektibong ad campaign ay kung paano maaabot ang mga taong nasa loob lang ng bahay dahil sa pandemya at social media ang karaniwang gamit para manatiling updated sa balita at trends.
How do you invite people that are used to big Hollywood movies that are on Netflix as well? How do you differentiate this? How do you make them excited that it's worth watching?
Kaya ang pagiging malikhain, importanteng paganahin.
Even using an age-old medium such as billboards, we wanted to put a twist on it and to make 13's world real. So using that kind of medium wherein we literally destroyed our own advertising, we represented the world that was in 13, that the monsters were real. They're here right now, and it led to a lot of great reactions from people, even people that didn't know what 13 was about. But we've been receiving messages and comments that because of this different kind of advertising, people were really curious what 13 is, what it's all about, why were the billboards destroyed, who destroyed it. So it got a lot of people talking.
Ang pagkakaroon ng tamang representasyon ay mahalagang elemento rin daw para ang isang produkto ay pumatok.
Protektahan ng nasira mong ama ay matatapos na. Tumutuloy ka.
If you think about it, our country has such a rich history filled with folklores, and we wanted that to really come out. We met with Budget and Kadjo, and that was also their request sana na alagaan niyo yung storya. Let the monsters run free in Manila.
Sa Baguio City, isang comics na pinamagatang Gayang o Sibat na base sa Cordilleran folklore ang nailathala taong 2019 ng Gripo Comics. Inaasahang makatutulong ang 13 para sumiglang muli ang industriya ng comics sa Pilipinas.
May mas malaking nangyayari dito. Dapat patuloy tayong magtulungan.
May namumuong unos.
It's a source of pride to have this 13 anime out there, and it's quite popular on Netflix. All we can do is to hope and pray is that it could bolster the morale of creators and hopefully return comics into the mainstream. And so us creators can have a more financially stable artistic community, so to speak.
Ika nga, limitation is a great way to breed creativity. Kaya payo ng Giggle Team, huwag matakot sumubok ng mga kakaibang ideya.
I hope it inspires other brands as well to push their ideas. There are traditional ideas, but there's also an opportunity to do things differently, especially in our age right now of digital, in our age of tech-driven solutions.
It's a win for every Filipino. It showcased our talent in a global stage, no? And if you're a Trece fan or not a Trece fan, this is something to be proud of.
Bukod sa viral Trece ad campaign, ang grupo rin ang nasa likod ng ilang pang viral advertisements.
4 days. Para mapatunayan ang bisa, 4 days ago, naglagay ang staff naming si Edward ng malamig na tubig sa kanyang Orocan Kulit Kantina.
Hi guys! I just came back from the mall. Hingal ako. Ang bigat pala nitong Orocan Icebox. Babe, can you get me some water please?
May panahon na sadyang bahagi ng ating
Carla
mga
de Guzman.
buhay.
Para sa mga karagdagang balita, bisitahin ang aming website na rngluzon.com at tumutok sa Luzon Headlines. Ito si Paul Baldoza ng Morning Balita.
Hear the music of the heart. Let all music take you there. The star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. The star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kekis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
Ito ang Biyernes Salamat. Ayan, nagbabalik tayo kasi binibigay natin. Siyempre, marami pa tayong ibibigay na, alam mo yun, na guest talakayan natin. At siyempre, salamat ang pag-uusapan natin. Maraming salamat sa ating viewers na si Irish Kawili. Hello po, ayan ating news correspondent sa Dagupan. Good morning. Rita Makadangdang at ang ating Ma'am Charmaine sa buong staff ng Lemony Hotel. And of course, Princess Nicole Carawa, Andrea Bastian at ating Cavite, ang ating Cavite Ka-Rangers natin na si Marilo Tulio. Good morning!
Maraming salamat sa pagtutok sa inyo mga Ka-Rangers.
Yes.
At hindi kayo naglipat ng mga channels nyo and you are in the right channel kasi mga car rangers, there's always another reason for us to be thankful for another education this morning, diba? So, bagong kaalaman tungkol sa mga diseases that we can acquire or might acquire in the future and paano natin to maiiwasan. So, we actually have with us Sir Dr. Jeremy Licuden, and he is a specialist for ear, nose, and throat, specifically head and neck cancer specialist and surgeon at the same time. So, good morning po, Doc.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, ayan naman.
Medyo mabagal.
Yes.
Go ahead po, Sir Jeremy. Let's talk about the diseases mga diseases po natin na makukuha natin and preventions as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me and good morning. So, can we have the presentation, please?
Yes po.
Sorry, no, I wasn't able to prepare this for our local vernacular. So we will be discussing on head and neck cancer, what we need to know. So next. In celebration of the World Head and Neck Cancer Day, which we commemorate yearly on July 27, I would like to promote or share my knowledge on head and neck cancer. Next. I am Dr. Jeremy Lini, your ENT doctor, and also a specialist on head and neck cancer. And I am affiliated with several hospitals, including Norma Medical Center.
Wow.
So next. To start off, we discuss a little on cancer. Cancer is a disease where there is abnormal cell growth, which spreads and invades other body parts. Some facts, globally, it causes 1 out of 6 deaths. And as of 2020, it is the leading cause of death worldwide, accounting to 10 million deaths. Next. So based on our 2015 Philippine Cancer Facts and Estimates, head and neck cancer is the 6th leading cancer by incidence. And among head and neck cancers, the following are the most common sites. We have the thyroid cancer, oral cavity cancer, nasopharyngeal cancer, and laryngeal cancer. So we will be discussing more on thyroid cancer and oral cavity cancer. Next. So in general, 90% of these head and neck cancers are caused by squamous cell carcinoma. And squamous cell carcinoma are cancers that arise from our skin or yung mga balat ng katawan, even the mucosal membranes. These are oftenly aggressive and they tend to spread or have distant metastasis. Usually they are treated via surgery, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, or at the most, a combination of the three. Next, please. So common signs and symptoms in general are the following. So supposedly there are several pictures on this, but generally we have bleeding from the nose, mouth, and ears, unexplained growth or lumps in the neck and face, sudden changes in voice or pamamaos, or nahihirapan kayo huminga o lumunok, pagbabara ng ilong, nasal obstruction, or paralysis ng half of your face. Next. So a very important message to take note is that cancer affects everyone. So the young and the old, rich or poor, men, women, or children. So let's discuss a little on thyroid cancer. Next, please. So here's, next, please. A little anatomy. Your thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped organ located in front of your neck. It hugs the airway, and on the sagittal view, you can see it. It is located in front of your neck. The thyroid gland helps regulate body functions. Next, please. So thyroid cancer is the most common cancer in women from ages 15 to 24, and its incidence actually rises with increasing age. So starting for females, it starts at 30 upwards, and for males, 60. It is the 8th most common cancer for both sexes combined. And thyroid cancer is actually one of the most treatable, o yan ang isa sa mga pinakamabait na cancer with an average 5-year survival of more than 98%. Next. For its risk factors, unfortunately, it is very tied to familial. It's very familial in nature, so genetics talaga yan, and it is very common in Filipinos. Also, having a history of radiation exposure, or having a diet lacking in iodine, and having history of thyroid nodules are risk factors. Next, please. So here are some patients that we are seeing with thyroid cancer. No, very severe na po yung nasa my right side. Pero in general, they usually present bukol or a mass sa neck. So next. So if you have any of the following, please visit your doctor immediately. So a rapidly enlarging neck mass or cervical lymph nodes na enlarged, pain in front of your neck, prolonged hoarseness or pamamaos na matagal, usually more than 2 weeks, medyo pangit. Then difficulty swallowing or difficulty breathing. Next. So actually, we ask patients to do some self-evaluation or what we call as DIY thyroid examination. So first, you can try by palpating or just touching your neck and feel for lumps or bumps that weren't there before. Sometimes I tell my patients to do this every 6 months or so. Also, you can try standing in front of the mirror, extend your neck upwards, take a sip of water, and while swallowing, you see for lumps or feel for bumps. Next, please. So early detection is very, very important for thyroid cancer. I mean, the earlier the stage that you treat it, the better are the results. And apart from taking your history and physical examination, we also do additional tests, like imaging, biopsy, and some blood tests. Next. So for thyroid cancer, 90% of thyroid cancers are well differentiated, which is good, and at early stages are highly curable with surgery alone. Then, for more advanced cases, we might require additional treatments such as RAI, which is radioactive iodine ablation, radiotherapy, or palliative treatment. And iodine-rich food, such as the following, can really help decrease chances of getting thyroid nodules or tumors. So next, we discuss a little naman on oral cavity cancer. Again, next please. A little anatomy, no? The oral cavity is the space that is bounded by your lips in front, by your cheeks on the sides, the floor of your mouth, the oropharynx sa likod ng lalamunan, then your palate superiorly. It includes everything inside that, even your tongue. Next. So oral cavity cancer can occur in any part of the oral cavity, although we usually see it in the floor of the mouth. Then its incidence rises steeply at age 55 among males and 60 among females. In 2015, it is the 11th most common site when both sexes are combined. Next, please. So for the risk factors, if you would see, most of these are actually preventable. So we have cigarette smoking or reverse cigarette smoking. We have excessive alcohol consumption, betel nut chewing o yung nganga, which is very popular still in rural areas, especially here up north, or poor oral dental hygiene, or having chronic trauma from broken teeth or ill-fitting dentures, a diet lacking in fruits and vegetables, and having the infection from your human papilloma virus infection. So next, sorry for the very graphic photos. We have one patient here with a palatal or ngala-ngala na cancer on their left. And on the right, we have a patient with lip cancer. Ganyan na mga itsura nila. So for oral cavity cancer, the following are what we watch out for: having a chronic non-healing ulcer or bleeding ulcers, having ear pain, whitish or reddish patches that persist, loose dentition, pain on swallow, pain on chewing, then difficulty in speaking or speech. Next, please. So again, I cannot overemphasize the need for early detection. So we actually recommend an annual oral cavity examination by age 50 and upwards. Or you can just visit your dentist regularly, because usually I get referrals from dentists to see weird lesions from their patients. So early cancer of the oral cavity is highly curable, and surgery is the most accessible curative treatment. Advanced cases nga lang, no, may require multidisciplinary therapy and cost-effective palliative care. Next, please. So in summary, we cannot, again, overemphasize this. An ounce of prevention is always better than a pound of cure. WHO actually states that 30 to 50% of cancers are preventable. So we should also do some lifestyle changes, eat healthy dishes, lots of vegetables and fruits, high in vitamin C, fiber, and iodine, less intake of salted and preserved food, and exercise, of course. And also, we should also practice safe sex. Stop smoking, early detection by visiting your doctor, and of course, follow up. Yeah, usually one consult is not enough, no? Especially when you're doing a lot of diagnostic workups. Next, please. So luckily, we have cancer specialists available locally. So we have medical, surgical, and radio-oncologists who are here to help and serve you. So best treatment is via a multidisciplinary approach with emphasis on preservation of function, improving quality of life, and pain control. So multidisciplinary treatment is best delivered in tertiary centers or big hospitals like what we have in Lorma Medical Center, where we have a complete team of medical, surgical, and nursing, and ancillary specialists to take care of your needs. So for more information on cancer, just keep smoking. Thank you. Good morning.
Napaka-educational naman nung slides natin and discussion, Dr. Jeremy. Actually, may personal question po ako because I have a recurring hyperthyroidism, Doc. So, what is the percentage of chances lang naman for upgrading it into a thyroid cancer?
So it's hyperthyroidism, no? Actually, if you have hyperthyroidism, medyo low naman ang chances to have thyroid cancer. Pero, there's still a chance po na, we've seen cases na kahit na hyperthyroid yung patient, especially kung may bukol sila sa leeg, it turns out to be cancer pa rin. So best to monitor your condition, visit your local endocrinologist or your ENT doctor for workup or checkup lang.
Thank you for clarifying.
Pero generally very low naman for hyperthyroidism.
Oo nga. Thank you for that empowering words, Doctor. Kasi kinakabahan na. Sabi ko, na ata ako mag-isip. Well, with the services of you and Lorma, maraming salamat po for that.
Yes, at syempre po, maraming salamat. Bernes, salamat ngayon. Maraming salamat sa kaalaman na binigay ninyo ngayon sa ating mga Rangers. Meron po ba tayong gustong pasalamatan at i-promote pa ng mga services ng ating Lorma at mga activities pa natin? Sir Jeremy? Dr.
Mga pasasalamat? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Pasalamat. Thank you so much sa RNG Luzon Group, for this opportunity to share my knowledge. Also to Lorma Medical Center and to all my mentors din for giving me the opportunity to help people, especially our patients.
Wow! At ayan, at maraming salamat sa inyo at sa Lorma Medical Center sa serbisyo na binibigay nyo sa ating community.
Kaya salamat po, Doc, and we'll see you next time po ulit.
Yes, have a great day and stay healthy po.
Yan.
Ayan, sa ngayong guest talakayan natin, talagang natuto tayo sa mga bagay na ganito. Lalo na importansya na pangalaga ng ating health ngayong pandemic.
Kaya nga, before pa lumala niyan mga car rangers, you can have your self-check. Ako kasi medyo huli ko na siyang nalaman. But again, it's important for us to take care of ourselves, not just ngayong pandemic, after, and ipagpatuloy natin. Parang si Papa Paul, pinagpapatuloy niya pag-workout niya. So it's a good way for us to take care of ourselves kasi papasalamatan natin yan in the future kasi nga, inalaga natin yung sarili natin.
Yes, kaya marami pa yan ang ating pag-uusapan na dito sa Tambalang Sipaw ng Morning Balitaktakan.
Hear the music of the heart. Let music take you there. The star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. The star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, cookies, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
Ito ang Biyernes Salamat. Ayan nga, kanina na pag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa mga cancer naman. At sa barangay naman, it's all about yung pagsusumikap at para sa ating bayan. Ngayon, makakasama natin ang ating energetic na attorney na si Attorney Elenita.
Yes.
At ayan, ito pag-usapan natin. It's all about election. Ito na ang ating SESE Provincial Election Supervisor 3. Nandito na si Attorney Elenita Juliet Nabangin Kapuyan. Hello po. Good morning. Yes.
And kahit umuulan nga, binabagyo na tayo, dito pa rin siya. Yes. Attorney, good morning po.
Good morning po, Tambalang Sipaw. Good morning po sa lahat ng mga taga-Comelec. Sa Comelec Compound, sila sa Senior Roger, si Judel, si Jeremy, si Raymond, Pete, at saka lahat po ng mga nanonood ngayon, si mama ko, Attorney Tabangin, si husband ko, si Lieutenant Colonel Kapuyan, my friend Jodel, and si J. De Guzman. Good morning po sa lahat. Kahit rainy, good morning pa rin.
Oo naman.
Yes, at ngayon pag-usapan na natin ang mga ilang katanungan patungkol kapag, siyempre, paparating ng eleksyon, about sa eleksyon, at ano pa yung mga dapat nilang malaman patungkol sa eleksyon. Attorney?
Opo, ang title ng ating presentation ngayon ay How To. So, how to, yan yung mga compilation of questions, na common questions na tinatanong talaga sa Comelec office. So, sinamarize ko sila into 10. Brief lang tayo, pero I hope this will help you kung meron kayong yung mga questions nyo na hindi pa nasasagot hanggang ngayon. I hope masagot natin ngayon. So, number 1 question is, first slide please. Ayan. Does the Comelec still issue voters' IDs? So just like binanggit ko last meeting, we no longer issue voters' IDs. So that's no. Okay, yung number 1. Why? Because in a memo sa Information Technology Department of the Commission on Elections, we already stopped it sa announcement nila. Because we are anticipating the issuance of the national ID. So yung national ID system, ongoing na ngayon, yung kanilang issuance ng national ID. And that will be used for all government transactions. Kaya hindi na kami nag-i-issue ng voters IDs. So yung last na voters ID na na-issue namin, mga 2013 pa yun. So that was a long time ago. Kung meron natira ngayon, yan pa yung mga noon. Pero As of 2017, we're no longer issuing. So wag nyo na pong asahan yon at pasensya na po kasi talagang wala ng voters ID. However, question, valid pa ba yun yung mga dating na-issue namin? Of course, valid pa yun. Hanggang sa merong nag-o-honor nun, it's still valid. So, let's go to question number 2. I am a registered voter, pero all of a sudden, regular naman akong nag-register, but all of a sudden, nawala yung aking name sa list. So, meron kasing issuance sa COMELEC noon, and it's because of the law na Republic Act 10367. Yan yung biometrics law na lahat tayo kailangan mag-biometrics. So, yung mag-register ka ngayon, kailangan makuha natin yung profile mo. So, picture, thumb mark, and signature. Kailangan yon. Ilalagay yan sa voters list para ma-identify ka na ikaw yun. So, hindi na pwede yung blank lang tulad noon. Kaya yung mga existing na nasa listahan natin na blank lang, tinanggal na namin yon pursuant to Law RA 10367. So, ang nangyari dito sa client na ito, sa COMELEC office, we checked na deactivate pala yung kanyang registration. Meaning, pag sinabi nating deactivated, hindi lang siya fail to vote twice. It could also be yung conviction of a crime and yung masususpend yung liberties mo, including the right of suffrage. So, kasama din ito. So, made-deactivate ka. But it doesn't mean na wala ka ng pangalan sa amin. It's still there, but it's just inactive. So, what do? You have to file for reactivation para maging active ulit, mapunta ulit sa active file yung iyong name. And then, biometrics ka na namin. So, may record ka na. Para pagpunta mo sa election day, titignan nila sa election day CBL, iba yung nakapaskil sa presinto na name mo ha. You just look at it, yan yung name mo sa precinct number so and so. Pagpasok mo sa loob, nandun na yung name mo at saka yung signature mo, nandun din yung thumbprint para ma-identify ka. So there is no longer any need for us, if we like to vote, to bring any valid ID. Kasi nga nandun na sa election day voters list yung inyong profile. Yes, so ang nangyari po dyan is na-deactivate, so you have to file for reactivation. Yan yung nangyari dun sa client na yon. So, we don't just remove names of people. May basehan yan. Lalo na kapag na-notify kami na they already passed away, yung mga ganon, or they transferred, so tatanggalin namin yung names nila. Okay, so let's go to number 3. When is the last day? Every time na nakikita tayo rito, I always announce that. So, automatic na dapat yan sa inyo. It's September 30, 2021. May question. What if naisip ko lang talaga, sa last day na ako pupunta, tapos biglang ang dami-dami ng tao sa COMELEC office. Tulad ng nangyayari all the time.
All the time.
Ano ang law na mag-govern dyan? So, meron tayong COMELEC resolution noon na i-issue pa rin sa susunod at based on experience, ito yung ginagawa namin dyan. Within a 30-meter radius, handyan silang lahat sa last day, last hours. For example, September 30, alas 3 na yun, magka-cut off na kami ng 3 o'clock usually. So, may measure yan, 30-meter radius. Kukunin lahat yan, papasok sa gate. Lahat nung within that coverage, yes. And then, we will write all their names down and they will be called upon one by one. So, mag-fill up na sila ng form and then, o kung naka-appointment sila, din nandiyan na rin. And then, sulat na sila ng biometrics na ang next dyan. Tatapusin namin yan kahit hanggang madaling araw. Basta, covered siya sa radius na yon na 30 meters. Yun yung last day. Ngayon, pag tinawag ka, wala ka naman. So, wala na yun. Yan yung occurrence na it usually happens na, for example, nakapila ka dyan, mamaya, nagbago isip mo. Tapos, babalik ka. Tapos na. So, wala na yung opportunity. Kaya, ang suggestion ko po dyan, you have to register now habang may oras pa. And we are open Mondays to Fridays. Tulad ng next question, number 4. When is the local COMELEC office open? Of course, we are open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, yung pong off-site registration namin, satellite registration, where we bring the peripherals of outside na pang-register namin sa barangay, sa malls, pwede sa SM, pwede sa government offices, pwede sa schools. We just bring that, we do that, satellite registration, once in a week and during Saturdays, kung meron. Pagka wala, just once a week lang yun. kung merong magre-request. So, yung sa barangay, they have to request, tapos i-approve ng election officer. And there are requirements also, tulad ng, dapat within 14 days, walang COVID case doon. Ngayon, kung merong COVID case naman sa bagong resolution natin, but under control, pwede rin upon the discretion of the election officer. Okay? So, unless may questions kayo dyan, we proceed to the next. Okay, pag sinasabing satellite registration, ano ba yon? So, we conduct satellite registration if we are going to accept applicants for registration, transfer reactivation, change of status, updating, etc. Outside COMELEC office. So, if magre-request ang barangay or any school or sa mall, actually ginawa namin yan sa Baguio, sa SM Baguio, nagpa-register kami. Mga ganyan, diretso lang yung mga tao dyan. O sa SLU, ginawa namin, sa UC, we bring the peripherals, the vote counting machine outside. And then, doon kami magpa-register. So, wala nang registration doon sa office namin, nandito, for this day. So, yan po yung satellite registration. We bring the machines closer to you. So, kung nakaschedule na po yan sa FB page sa kasulat, yung sa barangay namin, sa barangay nyo, punta na kayo, wag niyo nang hintayin yung matapos ang satellite registration. Punta kayo sa office namin, daming pila. So, mas maganda kung you avail of the satellite registration right away. It doesn't matter kung aabot kayo ng 200 na applicants. We no longer follow that kasi may pandemic tayo. So, kung nakaabot tayo ng mga 20, okay na yun. That's sufficient already. Okay. So, let's proceed. Number 6 na tayo. Registration is ongoing and there is a brownout. Paano yun?
Paano nga?
So, sa aming COMELEC Resolution 10549, what if nga masira o kaya biglang sumabog tong machine namin o kaya biglang na-fuse. Wala na. Saka uulan, hindi na mag-on. So, wala na. Anong mangyayari? Ang daming tao nakapila. Ang gagawin po namin dyan is we will accept all the applications. So, nakasulat na yan, naka-file. And then, kukunin namin yung contact numbers, i-write down namin, and then they will be given notices. So, isi-send sa kanila in writing na you will have to go to the COMELEC office to have your biometrics taken. Yan na yun. So, ang hindi lang na-accomplish is your biometrics, pagkuha ng biometrics mo. What if hindi kayo dumating? Nung talagang pinapunta kayo, hindi kayo dumating. So, ang mangyayari dyan, it is considered not filed. Walang effect. It is a mere scrap of paper. But, pag nandun ka, at that time na nasira yung VCM, yung pag-capture namin ng machine, yung capturing machine namin, or nag-brown out, tama-tamang nandun ka, we will accept yung papel mo, but hindi pa siya considered filed until makuha yung biometrics mo.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, may tanong po. By site po, ma'am, di ba? Sabi
Yes,
ni
off-site
Tigero
registration.
Talim Judil. Yan, sabi niya po. Tanong niya.
Ano yung tanong niya?
Sabi niya lang is, yung tinatanong po natin is by site po ba, ma'am, di ba?
Yes, by site. Off-site registration. Kung saang lugar sila magpa-schedule, doon sila magpaparegister. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. And then, syempre, you have to bring yung mga valid IDs na naka-enumerate din dyan. Pero teka, nandito muna tayo. Number 7, health protocols. May question? Yes.
Attorney, Smartmatic pa rin ba gagamitin this coming election?
Yes, Smartmatic yung napasukan na kontrata ng aming opisina sa main office. Yes, so yung machines natin, for the information of everybody, nilist po namin yung machines na yan nung 2010 pa. Yung Smartmatic, dati precinct count optical scan, so PICOS. Then naging vote counting machine na, yung BCM, kasi enhanced daw siya, features. Dati, Smartmatic pa rin yun. Smartmatic pa rin yung provider natin. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng technical difficulties tayo noon because iba yung provider natin ng VCM, yung Smartmatic, iba yung gumawa ng ballots. So, nag-iba din yung gumawa ng pen. Kaya nagkapalit-palit tayo binalik natin yung mga dating pens na ginamit noon. So, kung hindi kayo pleased sa Smartmatic, pero we hope na mas maganda ang performance nila ngayon, sila naman kasi ang lowest bidder according to the rules. Walang ibang, mayroong mga ibang nag-bid pero hindi sila nakapasok sa stringent requirements. And sila yung lowest bidder. So yan talaga palagi sa government. Opo. So Smartmatic pa rin tayo yung gagamitin natin. But it's entirely administered by COMELEC. They just provide Dati kasi nagte-training din sila. Ngayon kami na yung kumuha ng training.
That's good to know naman po.
Okay, so number 7. Health protocols tayo. Paano ba? Pupunta ako sa COMELEC office. Ano ba dapat ang gagawin ko? Of course, dahil automatic na tayo na meron tayong shield at saka mask. When you go to COMELEC office, to go to grocery, to go to mall, lagi tayong nakaganong attire. Ganyan pa rin din sa amin. So, no registration, no mask, no shield, no registration. So, you have to be there. Hindi namin nire-require na you have to be vaccinated in order to be registered. Hindi kasi violation naman yan ng constitutional rights nyo. So, hindi namin pinipili yan. In the same manner na siguro hindi rin nire-require na pag nag-file sila ng COC, i-require namin naka-antigen test sila. Kasi may parang suggestion na gano'n. You just wait for the announcements, but hindi siguro i-require yun. Kasi nga, yung registrant, hindi nga siya magpapa-test yung pa kayang kandidato. So, hindi namin i-require yun. Ngayon, yung protocols natin, you have to bring your own ballpen. Oo. Although may ballpen kami sa opisina, meron naman. Kaya lang, syempre, yung paghawak natin. And then, tatanggalin lang yung inyong mask and shield kapag nakaharap na kayo sa biometric staking. And then, isusuot nyo rin agad. Tsaka talagang 1 meter apart tayo para... Kaya nga mas maganda po na you follow yung instructions na by appointment tayo. Kasi kung diretso ka lang napupunta dyan, unless you are heavily pregnant, you are PW, yung mga elderly, unless ganun kayo, pupunta kayo dyan, makikipagsapalaran, aabot na yung pila hanggang UC, mahirapan tayo kasi baka maging super spreader event yan. Kaya sa last days ng registration, ang alam ko po dyan sa Baguio City is nakiusap na sila sa local government. So it's going to be in the convention center. But i-announce nila later na kung basta last week yan, kailangan kasi maluwang. Hindi pwede sa opisina namin na napakaliit-liit. Talagang pwedeng magkaroon ng COVID sa amin. Opo. So, yan yung health protocols during registration. Now, how do you apply for registration? Hindi ba na ilang beses ko nang nabanggit dito sa segment na to, when you apply for registration, you go to the COMELEC FB page. And then, you schedule mo yung sarili mo kung kailan mo gustong pumunta. Open naman doon. And then, you download the registration form, 3 copies, fill it up. And then the coronavirus self-declaration form. Fill it up but do not sign yet. Para pagdating mo sa opisina namin, filled up na. Hindi ka na i-standby doon para sulat ka ng sulat. Dadami kayo ng dadami. So, diretso ka na for biometric staking after you sign it before the election officer para maging sworn yung inyong application for registration. Yan ang procedure natin. And then, you just go to the COMELEC FB page. Kung atok yan, COMELEC Atok, o COMELEC Bacon, COMELEC Bugyas, COMELEC Bocod, COMELEC La Trinidad, ganyan. Meron din tayong iRehistro. You just go to comelec.gov.ph, lalabas na doon yung form, you print it. Tapos, fill it up na. So, marami na rin nakakasunod dito, kaya masaya kami dyan.
Opo.
Kesa naman magtagal kayo dyan sa opisina namin, nasulat kayo nasulat, tapos umuulan pa ngayon, wala naman kaming masyadong facility para nandiyan kayo sa indoor. Mahirap din kung indoor dahil kulob naman tayo. So, ang hirap-hirap talaga yan.
Attorney, paano naman, can we generate na lang kaya QR code? Kasi di ba, i-fill in mo siya.
Meron yun. Yung mobile app namin. Unfortunately, tumigil siya 2 weeks after. Di ba nag-announce ako dito? Pilinay pa natin. 2 weeks after. So, ang mangyayari, pupunta na lang daw. Kung gusto nyo i-apply yan, yung QR code, pupunta kayo sa opisina, doon nyo din i-download. So, wag na. The purpose has already been defeated. So, ang gagawin nyo, just follow na lang kung ano yung nakalagay sa FB page. And then the day, yes, the updated one. Then the day before your appointment, magre-remind yung FB na you have to go sa COMELEC office for biometric staking. Okay. So, maliwanag yan. Okay. Punta na tayo sa 9. Uy, bilis natin, ha? Okay. Can we register as a voter online? Meron ba tayong ganun? Wala tayong ganun, unfortunately. You cannot register online. Kasi, meron tayong mandatory requirement na you have to be present for biometric staking. Alangan namang, sige, hindi ko kasi feel mag-register ngayon pero naka-appointment na ako. So, ikaw na mama, ikaw na pumunta doon sa opisina, ikaw na mag-register para sa akin. Pwede ba yun? Hindi pwede. Kasi yung picture niya, hindi mo makamukha. Kahit ba twins kayo, may peculiarities din iba yung twins. Yung fingerprint mo, yung signature mo, magkaiba yun. So, hindi pwede. Tsaka magiging offense naman yan kung ibang tao nag-register para sa'yo. So, you have to be there in person. Hanggang sa makadevelop tayo ng way na pwedeng online registration na. Is that yung pagda-download natin ng form? Yung pagpapa-appointment, is that online registration? No. It's just, you're setting an appointment online. You're just downloading a form online. But you're not registering online. Because you're just filling up the form. What constitutes registration is when you sign it at saka in front of the election officer and your application is under oath. Yun na yun. And then, if it is approved by the election registration board, pagka-schedule niyan quarterly, then you are considered registered. So, hindi pa full yung act mo of registering kapag ka hindi yan na-approve. And once you sign it, that is, you full na siya na you applied for registration, but it's not yet approved. So, is that registration online yung ginagawa natin? No. It's just applying online. Filling up the form and then downloading the form. Pero hindi registration online because there is no such thing under the law na ganyan pa. However, parang ginagawang pilot test yan sa OFWs, sa abroad, meron silang registration na online sila. And ang susunod dyan, online voting. Yun. So, hintayin na lang natin, baka 3 years from now, sa next elections na naman natin, baka pwede nang mag-online registration, then online voting na rin, para wala nang lalabas. At wala na tayong crowding doon sa presinto. So, tingnan natin kung paano yun.
At talagang mahigpit dapat yun.
Talagang kailangan mahigpit. Yes. So, depende sa technology, depende sa approval sa Congress, depende kung magiging law siya, then we will implement it.
Noted. Attorney.
Okay, so what are the IDs na kailangan nating i-present? Pagpunta sa COMELEC office, so ito na sila. Common yan ha. Driver's license, your employee's ID, passport, PWD. Meron ding SSS, senior, Integrated Bar of the Philippines. Next slide please. Meron pa yung senior, meron yung NBI clearance. By the way, pwede ba yung sedula? Community tax certificate? It's a no. We're not accepting that. Kasi kahit naman, for example ako, pupunta ako, sabihin ko, ako si Maria Procopia Diaz. Susulat din nung nandun sa City Hall, Maria Procopia Diaz. Gaganon din niya. Hindi naman niya alam na ako talaga yun. Hindi naman niya alam na ako si Elenita. Pwede ko nung sabihin yun. So, how about police clearance? Walang nakasulat na police clearance dyan. So, we're not honoring also that one. Ang ino-honor namin is NBI clearance. Okay? What if barangay clearance naman ang kinuha ko kay CAP. Hindi rin pwede yun kasi anybody can just go to the barangay and state their names. Pagkatapos, mag-i-issue na siya ng clearance. So, yan po talaga strictly in any other valid ID. So, what do you mean by any other valid ID? Ang ina-accept namin is birth certificate. Pwede rin yun. Kasi ikaw naman talaga yun, may kita naman dyan. Paano kung yung marriage contract na lang? Kung wala, tinignan din namin yung marriage contract. So, depende sa discretion ng election officer yan. Basta kung ano yung naka-enumerate dyan, yan yun. Any valid document means yung any valid ID, pwede rin na merong signature ng authorized employee mo, kung sino man yung nag-issue nun ng ID mo. Any valid na picture with signature. Yon, pwede rin. So, which brings us to the last question. Exactly. What if I do not have any ID at all? Wala talaga akong ka-ID kasi hindi naman ako employed, wala talaga. But I have the right to vote. Siyempre, you have the right to vote kasi qualification, yung income mo, yung education mo is not a requirement to be a registered voter. Hindi naman. So, what if wala akong valid ID? So, ang dyan is, pupunta tayo sa COMELEC Resolution 10549. You can be identified by any relative within 4th degree of consanguinity or affinity. Sa household nyo, or wala na talaga, wala akong kamag-anak, kahit sino, wala talaga, mag-isa ko lang sa mundo. Okay, you get a registered voter in the precinct where you belong. And then, you tell him or her to come with you na ma-identify ka niya. Yun. It's under oath. So, papayag na yung election officer dyan, i-accept ka.
Yun naman pala.
Oo. What if I bring an authorization letter na I know this person o hindi yan allowed? You have to be identified in person. Yes. Okay, so meron ba tayong mga questions dyan? Unless,
None naman, pero si Miss Judil sabi niya, natatawa ako dun sa online, ma'am, sabi niya.
yung online. Maganda
Oo.
yun. Kung ma-develop sana yan, yung online registration na yan, susunod na dyan yung online voting. Kasi merong bill na pinas ng taga Cebu na House of Representatives member. Ang nakalagay, online smart voting. Yung kanyang proposal. Yung yung matatanda, heavily pregnant, PWD, they can vote daw sa smartphones. Kasi out of 3 Filipinos, there are 2 Filipinos daw na merong smartphone. Kaya hindi na nga uso yung pindot-pindot na Nokia phone. Oo, yan na yung ganyan, yung Android. So, pwede pa yung iba, Apple. Ang gagawin lang daw is ilalagin nila sa portal ng COMELEC, tapos i-identify sila by iris scan, and then, high-tech na talaga. And then, doon ka na mag-vote. Makakount na yung vote mo. Ganun na. Yung next na proposal nila, hopefully, maabutan ko pa yun, yung ating ganyang technology. At magandang i-administer ang election kapag kaganyan. Kasi wala na tayong crowding, may eliminate na yung crowding natin sa precincts. And then, yung trabaho ng Board of Election Inspectors natin or Electoral Board, it will be minimized. Kasi yung pupunta na lang sa precinct ang magre-register. O kaya mag-vote. Wala silang phone. Sila na lang. Lahat ng may phone, you can vote in your houses. O diba, ang galing, if ma-develop nga naman yan.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for that. Siyempre, inspiring at siyempre nakamotivate na ang mga katanungan natin.
So we have a quote of the day.
Yes.
Yes, next slide please. Ang quote of the day natin ay, of course, teka, nawala.
Yan, ang quote of the day natin.
Yung quote of the day is the last part. Yan, you will find what you need when you know exactly what you are looking for.
Yes.
Natural.
Tama.
Siyempre, kung hanap ka ng hanap, nasa Elenitas Notes yan, hindi mo alam yung hinahanap mo, tulad din sa buhay, walang direksyon, hindi mo alam, ano ba talaga ako, ano bang gagawin ko. Hindi mo talaga mahanap unless focus ka at alam mo kung ano yung hinahanap.
Yes, tama yung attorney. Ngayong darating election, dapat alam mo yung dapat mong hanapin na tatakbo na politiko para sa ating bayan.
Tulad ng Vote Right Project ni E.O. Rubino, tingnan nyo yung values nyo na gusto nyo, yun din sana yung mahanap nyo sa kandidatong iboboto nyo.
Tama
For next meeting, may special guest tayo ha.
Opo.
It's kung last meeting tayo is voters ed in the fruit basket of Benguet, dahil sa Sablan yon, yung next meeting natin is voters ed in the salad bowl of Benguet. So, ang guest natin is the election officer of La Trinidad Benguet, and she is a young lawyer na very witty, very smart. Makikilala nyo siya na very articulate. Scholar pa siya sa Japan. So, galing siya sa Japan at i-share niya sa atin ang paano ba siya nagko-conduct ng voters ed sa La Trinidad. At gaano kadaming tao ba yung nandyan sa La Trinidad? Does it hinder yung sakit, yung pandemic na yan sa pagre-register? O tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung kanilang mga activities? So, let's find out pag na-meet natin si Attorney Grace, yung aming election officer of La Trinidad.
Wow, talagang parang baranggayan, no?
Grace Faustino, yes.
Yes, parang baranggayan, talagang nilulusob lahat ng election officers La Trinidad Sablan. At kaya mga ka-Rangers, marami pa tayong aabangan dyan.
Oo naman, mga ka-Rangers, kaya tutok lang kasi hindi pa yan matatapos. Kasi yung advocacy ni attorney is going to be every Friday and also Elenitas Notes in our website, rngluzon.com.
Ayan, at syempre isang araw na naman ang natapos sa Biyernes. Salamat, maraming salamat sa ating mga viewers at syempre sa sponsors natin.
Maraming salamat to Kati Alice,
andyan ang Muzor,
PG Home Builders,
Baguio Country Club,
Lemonade,
Loves Cafe,
Balita Amyanan ngayon,
at andyan ang May Manox,
and GCP,
Lorma Medical Center,
and of course, Sangyo Pocha,
Wow at Studio Coffee,
and syempre tanggalang aw
sa Pau. Ayan, at marami pa tayong pag-uusapan sa susunod na linggo dahil punong-puno ito ng inspiring story at balita.
Yes, partner. Kaya sa mga ka-Rangers natin dyan, utilize our social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Instagram, YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and syempre, follow nyo na din kami.
Ayan, and use our hashtag RNG Luzon para sa inyong hinaing at sumbong para mabasa namin yan.
Kaya nga.
Yan, at syempre maraming salamat. Ito ang Tambalang
Sipaw
Once
na-
again, ako ang inyong Papa P, ang magpapainit sa inyong umaga.
Naman siya kikay kakulitan at kakwentuhan sa inyong agahan
Ng Morning Balitaktakan.
Hear the music of the heart. Let all music take you there. The star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. The star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, cookies, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugula, La Union, or contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TJ Home Builders po.
TJ Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tghomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TG Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-o-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TG Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ang ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check din mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasu-kasuan? Namimitik o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, ginhaway, garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau!